There's that. What about now? Okay, I can hear you. Okay. All right. I think we should be good now. No? Let's see, I hear it on Facebook. I know you hear me here. And let's see. It's streaming there. Alright, Erica, let me know if you still don't hear it on YouTube, okay? Alright, so micrograms to milligrams. So with metric conversions, you have to know the conversions. There's no way of getting around it. We know that, the base unit is 1, and then from kilogram from the base unit, that's 1,000. From the base unit to milligram, it's 1,000. And then from milligram to microgram, that is 1,000. So when you do these problems, sometimes it's easier to write your conversions that you know, like on the top part of your paper, so that you can have it as a reference and you won't be trying to think about it during the test. So you can just see it and automatically place it in your dimensional analysis. Because part of the tricky part of dimensional analysis sometimes is knowing what to put, what to cross out, and like, do I put the 1 right here or do I put the 1,000? What goes on top? What goes on the bottom? Hey, so when I do dimensional analysis, I like to start off with what it is that I am looking for. So in this case, we are looking for milligrams, okay? So I'm going to start off with my milligrams. So we said that 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams, and 1 milligram is going to be 1,000 micrograms, okay? So we're going from microgram to milligram. So milligram is going to be on the top, and microgram is going to be on the bottom. What is on the top has to cross out with what's on the bottom. That's just the game of dimensional analysis. You have to cross out every unit that you're not looking for so that you're left with what it is that you're trying to solve, okay? So we know going over here, I see my metric conversion, so I know I need to put 1 milligram, because that's your milligram right there, according to our metric conversions that we know, and 1,000 micrograms. Now that we have micrograms on the bottom, we need to put micrograms on the top. So we'll go back to right here and have the micrograms that we are solving for, and we'll cross out, and you're left with milligram, okay? So now we can multiply across the top, multiply across the bottom, and divide. So 1 times 725 is 1, of course. Divided by 1,000 is going to be 0.725 milligrams. Now, some people like the trick with little large left, might to slight right, where you move your decimal spaces, 3 spaces, depending on if you're going from a larger unit to a smaller unit. So that's that's might to slight right. So you move it 3 decimal spaces to the right. And if you're going from a smaller unit to a larger unit, so little, large, left. So in this case, it would have been little, large, left. So you would have had your decimal space and did 1, 2, 3. And then you could have solved it like that if you didn't want to set it up with dimensional analysis. But that only works from when you're just going from one unit to the next. So if you're going from grams to micrograms, that's 2 big steps, because that's what, 1 million? So that's like 6 zeros. So that's not going to work unless you know how many zeros that you have and how many decimal spaces, okay? All right. And welcome to everybody who's here, who's your first time is here. And hey, JoJo. How you doing, lady? If you need me to slow down, if you need me to go back, let me know. I appreciate the likes during our sessions. It helps with the algorithm and helps to bring in more students. All right. All right. I'm doing better, thank you. Better, much, much better. Much, much better. All right. So 10 teaspoons is how many ounces? So once again, we're going to start with writing our conversion. So this is a household conversion. So let's see, 1 teaspoon is 5 milliliters. And we know 1 ounce is 30 milliliters. Think that's all we need for right now? Okay? So, if I'm looking for an ounce, I'm going to start with ounce at the top. So, if I'm looking for it, I got to go and find it, alright? So, it's right there. So, we'll put ounce and then milliliters on the bottom, okay? So, I have 1 ounce. That's going to be 30 milliliters, right? Okay. Now, looking back over here at my conversions, my fingers have disappeared. Hopefully you can see it. You see we have one that has milliliters in it too, right? Milliliters to teaspoons. So if we have milliliters at the bottom, we want to put milliliters at the top so that the milliliters will cross out, okay? So 5 milliliters equals 1 teaspoon. So we'll cross those mLs out. Now we have teaspoons at the bottom, so we need teaspoons at the top so we can cross those out, okay? So you'll come right here with your ordered teaspoons. So 10 teaspoons. Boom, boom. And what are you left with now? What it is that you were looking for, your ounces, okay? So like I said, it's easier to start off with writing down what you already know, and you can look at the side and reference it, versus to try to think about it as you go, through the process of setting it up and crossing everything that's on the top and on the bottom out, okay? So we'll now do our calculation. So 5 times 10 is going to be 50. 50 divided by 30 is going to be Heparin 1.666 is repeating. So we say 1.7 teaspoons if you are rounding to the nearest tenth. Okay? Alrighty. Moving right on along. So, question, y'all, what is your biggest struggle with dosage calculations? What is it that we need to focus on coming up on the future sessions? What all would you like to see broken down? What causes you grief and strife? Because I love dosage calc. I can't get enough of it. When I see problems, I love to just sit there and just But, I've been doing this for 13 years. So, it's like I know it. So until you get comfortable, then you don't like it. So y'all let me know in the comments, okay? Queen Naya. Alright, so this is a weight conversion. So we'll write what our conversions are on the side. So 1 kg is going to be 2.2 pounds, okay? And then we know that there are 16 ounces in 1 pound, right? So in order to convert our pounds to kilograms, it's got to be in pounds. It can't be pounds and ounces. So how do you convert your ounces to pounds? So we'll go to right here. So if we're looking for pounds, we'll do 1 pound is 16 ounces. Okay, then we'll put our ounces on top so that they cross out. So then you'll do 11 divided by 16, and that's going to give you 11 divided by 16. 0.687, okay? So add that 0.687 to right here, okay? So it's going to be 28.687 pounds. So now that you have converted your ounces to pounds, you can go ahead and finish with the kilogram part. So we'll do, if we're looking for kilograms, I'm going to start with kilograms. Now, my disclaimer is if you do dimensional analysis a certain way, and that way works for you, don't change it up. When people, like to ask about how to do dimensional analysis, I teach it this way because it makes sense on how you can go from step by step by step to cross things out. But if you have a way that you like to start, or I like to start with what's ordered, or I like to start with what's available, or I like to start with pounds, you do you, okay? All right, so I'm looking for kilograms. So 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. All right, I'm going to take my pounds and put them on the top so that they can cross out with what's on the bottom. Boom, boom. So that's going to be 28.675 divided by 2.2. I got 13.03 kgs. All right. Alrighty. So here's another gram to microgram. Learning the conversions is my weakness. Like the metric conversions or the household conversions or all of them. Let's see. Oh. Okay. If anybody has any tips on how to learn the conversions, you can add those in the comments. I think so. A lot of people use like the King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. I know somebody said Kevin Hart doesn't drink cranberry vodka or something. I don't know. I have to look up that one. They put it in the comments one time, and I was like, "Ooh, that's cool," but then I forgot it. So I don't know how good it was. So yeah. And then let's see. For your milliliters and your tablespoons and your teaspoons, there was a way to remember like 5, then 15, and 30, because 1 teaspoon is 5, 1 tablespoon is 15, and then 1 ounce is 30. So you go 5, 15, 30. That's a good way to remember that aspect of it. 2.2 is going to be your magic number. For weight in kilograms, you'll never forget it, and you will actually have to use that too, because hospitals now require that you document your weight in kilograms. Okay, so let's look here. 1 gram is going to be 1,000 milligrams. 1 milligram is 1,000 micrograms. That's kind of a 1 is the base unit. Go 1 step over, that's 1,000. Go 1 more step over, that's another 1,000. Okay. Now you do have like centimeters and decimeters, but you hardly even use those in dosage calculations when you're trying to compute a dose. Okay. So we are looking for micrograms. So I'm going to start with my micrograms. Okay. So this is my conversion, right? 1,000 micrograms is 1 milligram, because you can't just go 1 step over, right? Because you have grams, which is your base, then you can have milligram, then you can have microgram. So that's 1,000 and that's 1,000. Then if you go this way, kg, that's another 1,000, okay? Alright, so now we have milligrams, right? So this one, we have milligrams at the bottom, so we need milligrams at the top, so they cross out because we're looking for micrograms. So 1,000 milligrams over 1 gram, cross out. Now we have our grams, so we can put the grams at the top. 0.35 grams. So grams have crossed out. Everything on the bottom has crossed out with what's on the top. Now you can multiply across the top, multiply across the bottom, and divide. So we know that the bottom is 1. So 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. So let's see. 1,000 times 1,000, which is a million, times 0.35, times 0.35. So that is how many micrograms, okay? Because you're going that way. So the smaller, because you know micrograms is a millionth of a gram. So you have all these little small tiny pieces. You're going to have a large number if it's the millionth of a gram, okay? That one was like a 2-step problem. Like I said, you can't just go like, okay, times 1,000 or divide by 1,000. You had to convert to this one, then convert to another one. So hopefully that makes sense. Miss JoJo, I see you. You know where to find me. Alrighty. So, let's see. Now we've got a kilogram to pounds. So we know when we write our conversion out, 1 pound, well, 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds, okay? So we're looking for pounds, so we'll do 2.2 pounds over 1 kilogram. What am I doing? Get it right, sister. Alright, times 166 kgs, so that your kilograms cross out, okay? And you will multiply by 2.2 this time instead of divide, because you're going from kilograms to pounds. So that's going to be 365.2 pounds. Alright? Is this making sense the way we're solving these via dimensional analysis? If not, say, hold on. Okay? So, 8 pounds and 10 ounces. Remember we had one like this before. You're going to have to convert your ounces to pounds, and then you can solve for kilograms, okay? So we'll put our conversion on the side. 1 kg equals to 2.2 pounds. There are 16 ounces in 1 pound, okay? So we'll take this part right here, and we'll do 1 pound over 16 ounces. Then 10 ounces, because ounces are on the bottom, so they must cross out with what's on the top. So that's going to be 10 divided by 16. So 10 divided by 16 is going to be 0.625 pounds. We'll add that to our existing pounds, so it'll be 8 pounds, 0.625, okay? And now you can convert to kilograms. So we're looking for kilograms. I'm going to start with kilograms. So 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2 pounds. I will put my pounds at the top so that it will cross out with my pounds on the bottom. 8.625 pounds. Pounds cross out. You're left with kgs. So 8.625 divided by 2.2 is going to be 3.92 kilograms. Okay? Dimensional analysis takes practice. All of these problems just take practice. You just have to keep doing them over and over and over again. So let me know, is dimensional analysis okay? Or do we need some ratio and proportion or some desired over half or formulas in here? Let me know so I can add those if we want them. Alrighty. So here is a oral dose question. 1 gram by mouth twice a day. Available, because that's what BID is. BID is twice a day, TID is 3 times a day, QID is 4 times a day. So you think like bicycle, TID, like tricycle, QID, quad, 4. So that's an easy way to kind of remember those. So we are looking for milliliters, okay? So we're looking for milliliters. I'm going to start with milliliter. So this is our medicine, and this is what's ordered. We're trying to see how many mLs are going to give us 1 gram. And then pay attention. Right here, it just means that they are getting 1 gram per dose. And there are 2 doses in 1 day. Okay? Now, a lot of people get tripped up and caught up and confused because they see BID, QID, TID every 6, every 8, or whatever. Sometimes you don't even need that. This one is asking for 1 dose. So this 1 gram is 1 dose that they want them to have 2 times in 1 day. Okay? So I'm going to take my medicine, and that's going to be 1 ml per 20 milligram. That is also referred to as a concentration or a strength of the drug, okay? So we have milligrams at the bottom, but what's ordered is in grams. So when you have milligrams, you need, at the bottom, you need milligrams at the top, don't you? So in this case, you have to include a conversion. So we know that we want milligrams and then grams. So 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams. Milligrams will cross out. Now we have grams at the bottom. So you put your gram from right here, from your medicine, and that's going to cross out as well. So now you're left with milliliter, which you were looking for. Okay? Alright, and thank you for... No, how that happened? Alright, thank you for the likes and the shares. I need to slow down. Alright, so let's see. 1 times 1,000 times 1 is going to be 1,000. Can we use ratio and proportion? We can. I can do ratio and proportion as well. So that's going to be 1,000. And hey, Tony. How you doing? Alright, and 20 times 1 times 1 is going to be 20. So 1,000 divided by 20 is going to be 50 mLs. That's a lot. Just gotta give it to him in a cup. Alright, so that's that one. Oh, I said I was going to solve it with ratio and proportion. I forgot it that quick. My bad. So, ratio and proportion. In ratio and proportion for this one, you would have to convert the medicine or either the dose. Now, if you have the medicine that's available in a certain unit, I wouldn't touch the medicine. It's easier to convert the dose in this case. So, our medicine is 20 milligrams per 1 milliliter. So 1 gram is going to be 1,000 milligram. In this case, it was an easy conversion, or you could use the little large left or minus slight right, and that would have been easy, or you can use your dimensional analysis method like we were doing a couple of problems back, okay? So 1,000 milligrams, and we don't know how many mLs, so that is going to be X, okay? So we are going to cross multiply, And when you cross multiply, you get 20x is equal to 1,000. Now we want to isolate x. So we have to divide by 20 on both sides. Okay? So that's going to cross out, and you have your x, and then 1,000 divided by 20 is going to be 50 mLs. So boom, there you go, Tony. So that was a perfect example. So a lot of people, they say desire over half. Yeah, desire over half is cool. Ratio and proportion, that used to be my favorite method. But you see how you have to take some steps to get to a point and where you can use it, versus dimensional analysis, where you just put do, cross, multiply, divide, and that's it. So I'm just putting it out there, Don't write dimensional analysis off, because I used to hate it until I really got into it and understood it and kind of made it plain. So, don't write it off, especially when you get to your complicated critical drips of dopamine and nitroglycerin and lidocaine and all that stuff, where it's so many micrograms per kilogram per minute, and you're going to have to figure it out with the patient's weight. I don't have any of those tonight unless y'all want it. I just wanted to focus on safe dose range and just dimensional analysis, because that was what was requested. But yeah, all right. Back to this. My professor uses desired over half. That's another way to use it. But like I said, sometimes you have to get to a point where you can put it in the format of desired over half, because everything has to match. You have to have milligrams. So if you got micrograms and milligrams, it's not going to work. You're going to get the wrong dose. So you have to do a conversion first and then use it. All right. So drug T, 22 milligrams per kilogram PO daily. The patient weighs 45 pounds. Available is drug T, 250 milligrams per 5 mLs. How many mLs will you administer to the patient for one dose? Okay, so we are looking for milliliters, and we're looking for one dose. Now, sometimes in these problems, they have a lot more words for the sole intent of just going through problems and showing you how to break it down. I don't include that many unless I see an example, but that's, I call it fluff. So in order to get through the fluff and see what it is that you need to solve these problems, I say PPP. Patient, prescription, product. So the patient is going to be the patient's weight. The prescription is, of course, your order. And then your product is the medicine that you have. So all that other stuff is just fluff and jazz. We don't like that, okay? Nothing against jazz. I like jazz. But you don't need that fluff, okay? So our patient's weight is 45 pounds. Our order is this. And then this is our medicine. So we are looking for milliliters. So we're going to start with milliliters, okay? So that's going to be our third P, which is the medicine, the product. So 5 milliliters over 250 milligrams, okay? We have milligrams on the bottom, so we need milligrams at the top as well, okay? So 22 milligrams per kilogram, and then it's just in one day, okay? So just once a day. So you can either add that day or you can leave it out. Now, in different ones, and when they say twice a day, per minute, per hour, per whatever, it's important to include that. But it's just given one time a day, so you can add it or you cannot. Alright, so milligrams are going to cross out right here. So now we have kilograms at the bottom, and we have our patient's weight, which is that first P, but in this case it's the last one, that's in pounds. So we can't put pounds on top and cross it out with kilograms, can we? You're going to have to add a conversion right here. So kilograms at the top, pounds at the bottom. So 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. Now you can add your patient's weight in pounds at the top because the pounds will cross out, okay? So 45 pounds. Boom, boom. All right? So now we're ready. So now you got milliliters per day because it's only one dose a day. So this is going to give you how much to give to your patient. So you'll multiply across the top, multiply across the bottom, and then divide. So 5 times 22 times 45 times 1, and that's going to be 4,950 divided by 250 times 2.2. What is it? 250 divided times 2.2, and then that's 550. Move out the way. I don't want to go anywhere. Okay, 4,950 divided by 550 is going to be 9 milliliters a day in a dose. Okay, so y'all see how we did that step by step? Cross out, convert, use what you have, and you get through the problem. Now for Mr. Tony, if you're still here, how we would do this with ratio and proportion, you would need to find out first the weight in kilograms, and then you can multiply your weight times your order. So the weight in kilograms is going to be 45 pounds divided by 2.2, right? Because that's our magic number, 2.2. For those who are saying you need to memorize the conversions, 2.2. Now and forevermore, okay? So this is how many kilograms we have. Then you can take your kilograms and multiply it times your order. So that's 22 milligrams times 20.45 kgs. 20.45 times 22 is 449.9 milligrams by mouth daily, okay? So, Juicy, you like the second way? I know, a lot of people don't like DA, but, you know, it is what it is. However you can do it, though, you do it. We just want you to do it and get through it, okay? So, 449.9 milligrams over X, because we don't know how much medicine to give to the patient. And then on this other side, we have our medicine, 250 milligrams over 5 milliliters. So when you do ratio and proportion, you have to make sure that your units are the same on the top as they are on the bottom. If you don't have it set up right, it's not going to work. So we got milligrams on it equals milligrams, and then X, because we don't know how many milliliters we're getting, we're solving for that, to 5 mLs, okay? So now we cross, multiply, and divide. So 250X is going to equal 449.9 times 5, which is 2,249.5. Divide both sides by 250. So we can isolate X. And that's going to be 8.998, which is going to equal 9 mLs. So you got the same thing, just a different way, okay? And it's okay, because everybody don't like DA. Everybody don't like ratio and proportion. But you do what you can do the best, because you need to graduate. So y'all can come help me. All right, so let's go and continue on. Does anybody have any questions? Is this making sense where it did before? Let me know, you know? Thanks so much for Peace both ways. I'm definitely going to practice more. Yeah, you know, this, and it takes practice. It takes practice. You know, just looking at the problems and seeing what's in the problems, what elements that you need to take out, and how to set it up. That's basically it. Because if you know how to multiply and divide, then that's the easy part, okay? Alrighty. Those of you who were on here tonight earlier, hey, how you doing? And y'all let me know which program you're in and where you tuning in from. Here we go. 15 milligrams POTID is ordered how many how many tablets will we need for a 10-day supply if we have 5 milligram tablets. Okay, so I know, Tony, you like ratio and proportion, but in this case, DA is going to really help, but you can still use it another way, okay? So if we're looking for tablets for a 10-day supply, so we're looking for tablets. If we're looking for tablets, I'm going to start out with my tablets, okay? So this is where we have tablets, right? All right, so 5, well, come on now. Whatever, 1 tablet. Okay, this is gonna block me. Come on. Minimize, move. There we go. 1 tablet is 5 milligrams, okay? So now we have milligrams on the bottom and we need milligrams at the top, okay? So 15 milligrams, so we'll go right here. That's how many have been ordered by mouth 3 times a day. So you need 15 milligrams for 3 per dose, right? Then we have 3 doses in 1 day. Okay? So milligrams crossing out, dose crossing out. We got days, right? And it says for how long? 10 days. 10 days. So days cross out, days cross out. What are we left with? Tablets. All right. Boom. So now you can do 15, or 1 times 15 times 3 times 10 is 450. Divided by 5 times 1 times 1 is 5. So divided by 5, so you'll need 90. Right. Tablets. Y'all still with me? Is this okay for this one? Yeah? Because if you have 5 milligram tablets, yeah, you see where it says, JoJo, yeah. So you got 5 milligram tablets and we need 15. So 1 dose is going to be 3 tablets. Then you got 3 tablets 3 times a day, so that's 9. So then 9 times 10 is going to be 90. So if you want to do it another way and not dimensional analysis, you could do, who is that said they like desired over half, or their teacher uses desired over half? I can't remember. Let's see. So if you did desire over half, you would desire 15 milligrams, and you have 5 milligrams times 1 tab. So that would be 15 divided by 5, and that would be 3 tablets, right? For 1 dose. So you do 3 tablets in 1 dose, and you do times 3 doses will be 9 tablets per day. Then you would do times 10 days, and that would be 90 tablets. So you see how you have to kind of step by step, versus my girl up there, DA. Okay, you usually do it the long way. But if you do it the long way, you come out right, you keep doing it the long way. I promise, I ain't a hater. Alright, Erica, so yeah, that's basically what desire over half is. What it is that they desire, which is ordered, what it is that you have right there, and then in what kind of vehicle or volume it is. Some people say vehicle, some people say volume, just whatever the mode of transportation that it's going to take. Alright, so that's that one. It was a little different, you know, but nevertheless, you can work it out. Okay, So, drug B, 1.5 milligrams per kilogram every 6 hours. Available, drug B, 25 milligrams per 5 ml. How many milliliters will you prepare for a child who weighs 40 pounds and 5 ounces? Okay, so P, patient, prescription, product. All right. So we are looking for 1 dose. So let's look at it. This right here is 1 dose for every 6 hours. So that means 4 times in 1 day, okay? We don't need the whole day's worth. We just want 1 dose. So when you see these problems and you see all these extra words, scratch them out. Don't look at them. However you need to do it, you know, focus on what it is that the question is asking you. So we just need 1 dose because we just need that ml that you're going to prepare to give, okay? So PPP, patient, prescription, product. We need to convert our weight, and then we can set it up and we'll do it both ways, okay? So 40 pounds and 5 ounces. So remember we said 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces, right? So we'll do 1 pound over 16 ounces times 5 ounces. So those cross out, so it'll be 5 over 16. 5 over 16. And that's going to be 0.3125. Add that back to our 40. So it would be 40.3125 pounds, okay? So then some people on programs say you don't have to write all of it out. I'm just showing you for all intents and purposes. So however your teacher tells you to round or cut it off or use, that's what you do, okay? All right. So we are looking for milliliters. So we'll start with milliliters. So 5 mLs per 25 milligrams. That's my medicine, okay? So then we have milligrams on the bottom. We need milligrams at the top. So we'll go to our order, okay? That's 1.5 milligrams per kg, okay? So milligram is going to cross out. We're left with kilograms now. We have the weight in pounds. We need our weight in kilograms. So we'll do a conversion. 1 kg over 2.2 pounds. Okay? Now we can use what we found, 40.3125 pounds. I'm running out of space. So crossed out, and then now we have everything crossed out except for milliliters. So we can solve it now. 5.1.5 times 40.3125. That's going to be 302.34 divided by 25 times 2.2, and that's 55. So let's see, 302.34 divided by 55, and that's going to be 5.49 or 5.5 milliliters. Okay? That 5 kind of got jacked up. Alright. So, for Mr. Tony, I need some space. We need to first get this out the way. I don't like that this is doing this. Hey, stop. Automatically, yes, thank you. Alright, so 40.3125 pounds divided by 2.2. That's going to give us our kilograms. 40.3125. 18.32 kilograms, okay? So now you can use your order and figure out how many milligrams you need. So 1.5 milligrams times 18.32 kgs. 18.32 times 1.5. It's going to be 27.48 milligrams. Now you can use your ratio and proportion. So 27.48 over X. 25 milligrams per 5 mLs. We're going to cross multiply and divide. 25x equals 137.4. Divide each side by 25 so you can isolate x. And it's going to be the same answer that we got as above. And that's a benefit of knowing how to solve using more than one method, because you can say, oh, that seems like that's just way too much or that's way too little, because if you mess up with dimensional analysis, you're going to get a really crazy number. But if you kind of still just kind of doubt yourself, like, okay, I'm going to check it another way, and then you get the same answer both ways, then that's your answer, okay? Can't mess it up both ways. Alrighty. So a child weighing 38 pounds has been ordered drug H 0.35 milligrams POBID. Recommended safe dose for drug H is 22 micrograms per kilogram per day. What is the recommended safe dose in milligrams per day or milligrams per dose, and is this order safe to give? Now, I don't know why these safe dose problems give y'all such a hard time, but we're going to go through it, okay? We're going to go through it. Alright, so we need to give these little babies who are sick the correct amount of medicine. So PPP, patient prescription product. Patient weighs 38 pounds. Our prescription is 0.35 milligrams by mouth twice a day. The safe dose for our medicine is 22 micrograms per kilogram per day. So we're going to find out two questions. How much to give in a day, and then how much to give in a dose, and if the dose that is ordered is then correct. So we'll set it up. 22 micrograms per kg per day. So we have kilograms at the bottom, we need kilograms at the top. So we know we need a conversion right here because our weight is in pounds. 1 kg over 2.2 pounds. Kilogram is going to cross out. Now we can put our patient's weight, which is in pounds. 38 pounds, cross out, okay? And now you're left with micrograms per day. So 22 times 38 divided by 2.2. So that's going to be 380 micrograms per day. Then it says, what is the safe dose? So per dose is saying twice a day. Remember, we have BID twice a day. So you can either set it up in dimensional analysis, or you can get to the end and divide it by half. That's totally up to you, whichever way is more comfortable. But I will show you how to put it in dimensional analysis form, since we are trying to get more comfortable with dimensional analysis. So 22 micrograms per kilogram per day. That's your order. We got our weight. Now, in one day, there are 2 doses. And we got that from right here. Right there, okay? So, kgs cross out, pounds cross out, days cross out, and now you're left with milligram on top and dose at the bottom. So 22 times 38 times 1 divided by 2.2 divided by 2. So that's 190 micrograms that they are to receive per dose. So I need to put per day right here, per dose right here. All right. So now let's look at our order. That is 0.35 milligrams per dose. Is this order safe to give? Y'all let me know in the comments below if you think that this order is safe or not safe. Is it safe? Okay. So this is the dose that they can have. Sometimes it comes in like just one indication of like a dose that's been ordered, or sometimes they have a range. If it has a range, then it has to fall in between the two numbers. If it just is like one like this, it has to be at or below, okay? So this one is 0.35 milligrams in one dose. So we know that if we change milligrams to micrograms, so we're going from a larger unit to a smaller unit. So we're going three spaces to the right. So 0.35, it's going to be 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be 350 micrograms. That 350 micrograms is more than what's recommended. Just remember, this is what we got for our dose. We can only have this much in a day. But if we were just given this one time, we would be okay, because it will be below your number, because that's 380. So they want 350 twice a day. So that's going to be 700 micrograms in the whole day. So that's way more than 380. So this dose that has been ordered is not safe. Okay? Not safe, not safe, not safe. Yeah. We gotta call the doctor, like, hey, you need to look at this one, sir. You need to look at this one. I don't know who about to give this, but it ain't nurse C. Nope. No. If you are enjoying this live session and live breakdown and it's helping you, can you please send out some lights into the universe? I appreciate it. Alright, so for Mr. Tony, if you're still here, alright, if you wanted to figure out how to do this without using dimensional analysis, you would first convert your weight from pounds to kilograms. Why is this thing getting weird again? Move. There we go. So 38 pounds divided by 2.2. It's going to be 17.27 kgs. All right. So now you can multiply your weight in your safe dose. So 22 micrograms times 17.27 kgs. So 17.27 times 22. So it's 379.94 micrograms a day. Alright, so that's how you know if it's per day. Per dose, you would divide this by 2, because it's 2 doses, it's twice a day. So 379.94 divided by 2. So that's 189.97, which was equal to 190, right? Alright. So then you will look at it. That's per dose. You look back at here, which is your ordered dose. Of course, you would have to convert milligrams to micrograms. So 0.35 milligrams to micrograms is going to be 1, 2, 3. So 350 micrograms per dose. And then you would compare it to right here. And that's way too much. So nope, not safe. Okay, that's how you do those. Alright. It takes practice. It takes practice. It takes practice. It takes repetition, you know, looking at different problems and seeing the verbiage and the word and how it's worded and weeding out the fluff. It takes all of that, okay? So don't feel bad. We do these. We gonna break them down. Alright. So drug M, 5.5 milligrams IV push once. The child weighs 18 pounds, 6 ounces. The recommended safe dose range for drug M is 1.1 to 2.2 milligrams per kilogram every 4 hours. Available is drug M, 25 milligrams per ml. How many mLs will you give? Is the ordered dose safe to give? Okay, so we just want one-time dose, all right? So this is going to tell us that the safe dose range is this many milligrams, and they can get that every 4 hours, okay? So our weight of the patient is this, and this is what is ordered, and then we're going to see how much to give if it is safe, okay? All right, so 1.1 milligrams per kg, all right? So our weight is in pounds and ounces. So remember, we got to put that 6 over 16 so we can convert the ounces to pounds. So that's 0.375, so 18.375 is our weight. So 1 kg over 2.2 pounds. Then it's 18.375 pounds, okay? Cross that out, cross that out, cross this out, cross this out. That's going to be how many milligrams you can give, okay? 1.1 times 18.375, 18.375. And that's 20.21 divided by 2.2. It's going to be 9.187. Or if they tell you how to round to like the 1 decimal place or the tens place, it'll be 9.2 milligrams, okay? So that's your bottom range. You have another number that you need to figure out. So when you have a range, you can have a lower limit and an upper limit. The lower limit, if you go below it, it's going to be subtherapeutic. If you give that medicine and it's too little, it's not going to do anything. And the upper limit is the max that they can get. So if they get more than the max, then that means they're going to be toxic, okay? So that's that 2.2 milligram per kilogram. All right, 1 kg over 2.2 pounds. Kg crossed out. You put your weight. Pounds crossed out. You're left with your milligrams, okay? And 2.2 times 18.375 divided by 2.2. So that's going to be 18.375 milligrams. All right, so your safe dose range is this. So they can have as little as 9.2 and as much as 18.375. So what has been ordered is 5.5. Is this a safe dose? Let me know in the comments if you think this is a safe dose or not. Is it safe? Is it safe? Is it safe? Don't be scared. It's just a yes or no question. Come on, Vivian. All right. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That is absolutely right. It's not safe. Where'd you come from? That's my sister-in-law, y'all. She's not even a nurse. Like, where'd you come from? We not gonna put you out though. You can stay. But yes, y'all got it right. It's not safe because it's out of the range. You get it? These questions don't have to be tough on you. You just gotta know what it is that you're looking for and understand why you are solving what you are solving. The doctor wrote something, we checked it, and use our patient information, which is the weight that you convert to kilograms. Tommy, do you need me to do this one for you too? There you go. And you use it. Hey, all right, boo, I love you. And congratulations on your engagement pictures. They were gorgeous. Yay. All right. Back to what I was saying. You use your weight and what's ordered and the safe dose range to determine your limits, okay? And then once you have your limits, which is the lower limit and the upper limit, you go back to what is ordered by your doctor and see if it falls between those two numbers. If it does not fall between those two numbers, you can't give it. At or in between, okay? You're welcome, baby. So, yeah. It's going to be all right, Miss Erica. How are you feeling? How are you feeling tonight? We've done, I don't know how many I got left. How many I have? I got about 2 more left for tonight. Overwhelmed. Okay. Is it making sense? A little bit more clarity? If not, we can slow it down a little bit. Slow it down. Yes. Okay. All right. It takes time. This is different. It's important so you can, know how to dose your patient. I need to practice more of these. So user 4436153114293. The more of the pediatric safe dose or metric conversions. I just want to say, when I started class, I didn't expect math after the first few exams. Yeah. And they put it in the beginning because it doesn't go away. And I mean, once you get it, you get it. Peds safe dose problems. Okay. Well, let's see. Here go another. What did I do? Okay. All right. Yeah, JoJo, is it the conversions that's like within the problems, or like just doing the metric conversions just organically, just like themselves? Alright, while you're typing your response, order drug A 75 milligrams, POQ6. The recommended safe dose is 40 to 50 milligrams per kilogram per day. Child weighs 25 pounds, 10 ounces. Calculate the recommended safe dosage per day. And is it safe? What's been ordered? Okay. So here we go. Patient's weight, the prescription, the dose range, which is our medicine, organically. Okay, well, we can do some more metric conversions. Alrighty, so dose per day, okay? So that's what we're looking for, per day. As it's important that you look at the details in the questions so that you can know what it is that you're answering. So this one is asking per day, okay? Let me see. Docs. All right. Cool beans, cool beans. All right. So you got a range here, 40 milligrams per kilogram per day. All right. So our weight is in 25 pounds and 10 ounces. So what's it going to be? It's going to be May. I'm excited about this sync, y'all. I know that was random, but I said it's going to be. All right. I'm back. I went on a tangent. I'm back. I am back. So 10 divided by 16 is 0.625. So it's going to be... It's gonna be May. Alright. Not milligrams. It's gonna be pounds. Alright. That's our weight. And we know how we got our weight by dividing the 10 over 16 because there are 16 ounces in 1 pound. Okay? So now we got kilogram right here. So we need kilogram at the top and pounds at the bottom, so we can cancel our kilograms out, okay? Are y'all getting dimensional analysis? Is it making more sense as you continue to see it over and over and over again? Y'all let me know, okay? All right. Okay, with converting the weight, okay, I'll show you how to, like, really do it. You know, I just did it kind of quick because we did a couple of examples, but I'll go back, like, at the end and show you what it looks like to set up the weight conversion, okay? Alright, so our weight is 25.625 pounds. Cross that out. And we have 40 times 1 times 25.625. Okay, divided by 2.2. It's going to be 400. You're welcome. 65.90 milligrams per day. I ran out of space. Oh no. Bella! Hey, Bella! Alright, so now we have to look at what is our top range, our top number, okay? But we cannot go past or you're going to make your patient toxic. Alright, either hepatotoxicity or toxicity of the kidneys, okay? 1 kg, because we know that drugs are metabolized in the liver or the kidneys, right? Alright, so nephrotoxicity, 25.625 pounds. So kilograms crossed out, pounds crossed out, we are left with milligram per day. Hey, Patrice. Alrighty, so 50 times 25.625 and then divided by 2.2. So make sure I put it in right. Sometimes I get kind of OCD. I'm like, did I put that in right? Alright, I did. 582.38 milligrams per day. Okay? So, let's go back to our order now that we have our range. Because our range is this to this. Okay? This is giving us 75 milligrams every 6 hours. So how many times a day will this be administered if it's every 6 hours? There are 24 hours in a day. We're giving this every 6 hours. So that means there are 4 doses in a day. Okay? You're right, Miss JoJo. 4 doses in a day. Like I'm throwing up gang signs. 4 doses in a day. So you multiply your 75 milligrams by 4 in order to see how many milligrams they can get in a day. So 75 times 4 is going to be 300 milligrams, okay? So, if the safe dose range is 40 to 50 milligrams per kilogram per day, and your range is this number to this number, mis estudiantes, dígame, is this safe? Let me know in the comments. Is it safe? Is it safe? Is it safe? Nope, JoJo. Because look, if you're giving, you got one dose. Whoop, one dose is 75. So you got 75 at once, 75 again, 75 again, and 75 again. So think about it like that. You're not dividing it. You're multiplying it, because that's 1 time you're giving it, 2 times you're giving it, 3 times you're giving it, 4 times you're giving it. You can also put it in a dimensional analysis and figure out, how many doses. So you're right. If you said, no, this is not safe, you need to pick up the telephone and call the doctor and tell them, hey, I can't give this. Can you look at this order again? Thank you. All right. Tony, do I need to show you how to do this another way? Or anybody else? I don't want to just single them out. Alright, so I will show while I'm waiting on a response. I don't like why this is doing. I don't think, did I upgrade my, y'all like iOS 17? Have y'all upgraded your devices? Alright, so to do the weight conversions, we know that 1 pound 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. Okay? So, if you want to convert your ounces to pounds, yay! Okay, good. Alright, if you want to convert your ounces to pounds, we're going to start with what we're looking for. Pounds, right? So you can add the pounds and the ounce pounds to your other pounds, right? So you have, what we got, 25 pounds and 10 ounces. So we're looking for pounds. So 1 pound is 16, why is it not right? Okay, 16 ounces. You got ounces at the bottom, you put ounces at the top. So you take this and put it right here. That's the ounces that you've been given. So now you can cross out, and then you're left with pounds. So that's going to be 10 over 16. And I forgot what we said it was. Let's see, 10 divided by 16. Okay, 0.625 pounds. So then once you got that part, you add it back to the 25, and then that's how we got our weight. And then if you needed to divide by 2.2 to get kilograms, now you can divide it because you got your whole weight in pounds and not pounds and ounces. Okay? Alrighty. I think this is the last one I have for tonight, unless y'all have requests. Alrighty, so drug S, 4.6 milligrams IM every 8 hours. The recommended safe dose range for drug S is 0.5 to 1.7 milligram per kilogram per day. The child weighs 14 pounds and 12 ounces, okay? What is the maximum safe dosage in milligram per day? Is the ordered dose safe to give? So we are looking for safe dose and if it's safe. And this is per day, alright? So our order says we are giving a medicine, drug S, whatever it is, 4.6 milligrams into the muscle every 8 hours. So you divide 24 by 8, that means that there are 3 doses in one day, okay? So our dose range is this, and then our weight is this. So we'll start by converting our weight so we can include it into the same dose and see how much to give our patient. So 12 over 16, taking the shortcut now because we know we just went over how we did it, okay? So it's 12 over 16 is 0.75. We're going to add that to the 14, so our weight is 14.75 pounds, okay? So our 0.5 is here, milligram per kg per day, all right? We got kgs, but we are given the weight in pounds, so we'll need a conversion. 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. Kilograms are crossing out. Now you can put your pounds that you found. Okay, and now you're left with milligrams per day, all right? So we can solve. Multiply across the top and multiply across the bottom and divide. So 0.5 times 14.75 divided by 2.2. And that's going to be 3.35 milligrams per day for your lower limit. Now let's find our upper limit. So that's the same setup, just using this other number right here. 1.7 milligrams per kilogram per day. Okay, you got 1 kg over 2.2 pounds because we want our kilograms to cross out. We'll put our weight. Our pounds are going to cross out, and we're left with milligrams on the top and days on the bottom. Hey, Zach. How you doing? All right, so 1.7 times 14.75 divided by 2.2. It's going to be 11.39 milligrams per day. So our range is 3.35. Oh, not equals. Woo. 3.35 to 11.39 milligrams in the whole day. All right. So, remember we said it's 3 doses for our ordered dose at the top. We figured that out by doing 24 divided by 8 3 times, okay? So, 4.6 times 3 is 13.8 milligrams in the entire day. Is this dose safe? Oh, that was quick. No, not safe, not safe, not safe at all, not safe, not no. I don't know who this doctor is. They just writing all kind of crazy stuff tonight, ain't it? Ain't nothing that they've written has been safe. So, right, it's not safe because it's not within the range. And that is it for tonight, my good people. So, if you would like to, we can have nurse chat. This is our kind of post-conference where you can ask me anything about dosage calc, med math, nursing school, nursing, just anything, studying, whatever. You understand more now. Great. I am glad that you came here tonight. Welcome. I usually do this on Sunday nights and Wednesday nights. So work it out Wednesday, which is at 8 p.m. Central Time because I'm in Alabama. And 7:30 on Sunday nights. And yeah. Now this week, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it on Wednesday. But I will try to post something, some breakdowns for you all. I gotta switch a couple of days up and be a mama this week. My baby wants to be in a pageant, so I gotta go to a parent night. So yeah. But y'all let me know if there's anything that you would like to see broken down. Let me know how you feeling after these sessions. You know, we just did, was it 14 problems? Back to back to back to back, doing it the same way. Dimensional analysis or ratio and proportion, breaking it down. Y'all let me know. I do also have a private tutoring service available if you would like to use that. It is avrntutoring.com. If you would like to look at this session, you can go on my YouTube and it is posted there. I do have other videos that I have posted on how to figure out what elements to use to break down the problems and what to use. Of course, you know, I love PPP, not the loan, but patient, prescription, product, and that kind of helps you figure out what elements to pull out that you would need to break down your problems, and then, you know, how to see the fluff and stuff. But yeah, this is it. Y'all let me know. And JoJo, you're welcome. You're welcome. Y'all got any requests for next Sunday at least? Okay. I will see you soon. We'll see you soon.